know I got the receipts, girl. You know I got the receipts. All right, y'all. Hey. Hey, Marva. Hey, I love Costco. Hey, Sephora has entered the chat. Marie Rose, it's Nikki, not Nikki, my moderator. CC, hey, girl. All my members, did I get y'all? Marie, CC, it's Nikki, not Nikki. Marva CB. Sephora has entered the chat. Those are my members. I love Costco. Hey, you guys. Now let me get to my other sweeties. Hey, Keisha. Hey, Fact Checker, Pink Honey, Anna Dimples, Annie Gant, April. Hey, girl. Allegedly Shady Shannon, Michelle, Louise. think I said Pink Honey. Yep. Michelle Lane, I said that. Fact checker. Prilly So Brooklyn. Cali 25, my member. Marva CB, my member. Deion Sanders, my member. Hey, Jackie Doss, the red lipstick hustler Lily. Hey, y'all. So we're here. We doing a little after party. How you guys like the Tasha K, Cardi B documentary part 2? It was over 2 hours. And I really tried to like give you, all of the play by play, everything that happened with the lawsuit. And I try to make it funny. Hey, Vinny Vin. I tried to make it funny. Hey, check, please. Tried to make it funny and it's still being, hey Keisha, still being information jam packed with information. Tried to break down the documents and explain what happened in court and what happened on the stand. But hey, Brianna, but you guys know that when you do a video, you always afterwards see, I go back and I watch my videos, right? So that I know what it was given. I watch it also with you guys when I do the premiere because I'm in the chat and I'm talking to you. So I get to see like what I missed. And hey, Judy, I get to see what I missed and I get to see how you guys responded to it and all that. I read the comments and, so that's why I love doing the premieres with the documentaries. So, it looked like everybody was enjoying themselves. A lot of people were thankful for the breakdown and explaining of the, didn't know that what some of these documents meant, didn't know, the play by play, what actually happened on the stand and all those things. I mean, I was just shocked at Tasha K's defiance on the witness stand when she was asked about Cardi B, so you're saying that the court's going to have to make you stop talking about Cardi B? They're going to have to give you a gag order? Like, she was so defiant on the stand. It was really, really shocking that she showed her ass like that in front of those people. I'm pretty sure that the judge and, I remember that it was reports that the jury was just appalled, at Tasha K and her behavior. When they would listen to, the evidence and listen to the videos and hear her spewing all of that hatred, I know it had to be secondhand embarrassment for the people. Red lipstick hustler Lily was there. She was a person that attended, and I know that it had to be rough, like sitting there listening to how she would just go on and on in every video. Hey, bougie Barbie. Yeah, they were all shocked. She acts like Kanye, cray cray. I mean, it had to be shocking because for you to sit on that stand in front of a judge, in front of attorneys, in front of the jury, and actually say, you're going to have to put a gag order on me. Those lawyers asked her, so you mean to tell me that you're not going to stop talking about my client? You're not going to stop making these statements about my client unless you are given a gag order, unless the court makes you stop. And she just answered, yes. Like, that's just embarrassing. Lily said, I was there. I was disgusted with Tasha. I mean, I am disgusted just watching it secondhand. So I can just imagine what it was like there. And I had every intention on going, but then, life started happening and I wasn't able to go. But I really wish that I could have been there. She really made Black people look bad. I know she did. It was hilarious listening to the judge respond. Like, I mean, when I attended the Zoom hearings, just that was like, what? I mean, Olga's performance, she's very, very inexperienced when it comes to cases like this. It was obvious. She talks fast, talks with her hands, constantly makes her eyes look like they're going to pop out her glasses. She's just, this whole thing was, like Anna said, very ghetto. This whole situation, so has she paid Olga yet? Well, I would think that she, you know, now this is how we know Dover girl. Hey, girl, I see you. Um, Olga is white. I Olga ain't gonna do nothing on the on the on the humbug. She ain't gonna do nothing on the just to do it for you. She doesn't know Tasha K. She didn't know Tasha from a can of paint. So I would believe that yes, she had to pay her. Now, as it went on, because it's been 3 years, I wouldn't be surprised if Tasha did owe Olga some money because it's been 3 years. So they got to know each other over the course of time, which is probably why Tasha didn't switch attorneys, which is why she stayed with it because she wasn't going to get the break, financially that she was getting with Olga and Sadir. And then she can also, you know what I'm saying, because of the mistakes that were made with the case and with the appeal, she can probably try to negotiate lower rates because of that. Olga looks like, she was really pissed off when she was leaving that courtroom. Honey, Sadir had locked her out the car and she looked like she was ready to slap Sadir's face off. So I can see, her being able to make some type of deal with, Tasha K as time done went on. So Tasha K was so bad, I had to leave out a couple times. The crazy lies she told were disgusting. And I can believe that because if we're coming from YouTube and we've been here and we watched everything live. We watched it in action. Those people that are in the court and all that, they weren't there. They're watching it after the fact. So if you were in the courthouse and you were watching this shit on YouTube as it went over the years, to sit there and hear her lie, you probably had to restrain yourself from jumping about your damn seat saying, "That's a lie, you're lying." I was in the chat. I know what you said. You know what I'm saying? So Tasha was paying retainer fees. They certainly got their money off the top. LOL. Favorite part of the whole court case was Olga and the car door. She arrived there. Child, how long have they been practicing Olga? Well, we're going to look at that. We're going to get all into that, child, because, ooh, honey boo boo. Let me get this up. All right. Yeah, because we're going to be looking at all that. And, it's just, it's amazing. So a lot of people asked, what happened with Star Marie, right? And at the time of me doing the research for the video, I was trying to find information about Star Marie and Cardi B's case because we all know that Star Marie was the one that initiated all this shit. Now, if we think about it, if now that we have watched part 1 and part 2, we're going to take, hey, Lisa Price, my member, we're going to take a step back and we're going to look at things. And think about this. Star Marie was the one that put all this shit in motion. She started this. She the one that came to the internet with her lies about Cardi B. And then, of course, Tasha K, thirsty ass, she reached out, wanted to do the interview because she wanted to trend. She wanted to go viral. Now, the thing, hey, Adriana's report, my proud member, I see you done updated your membership. Thank you. Thank you for your support. She wanted to trend. She wanted to, clout chase off of Cardi B's name. So she was all with the shits. She didn't give a damn if that girl had receipts or not. She was with the shits. She wanted that interview. She wanted to give a damn, what she had to do to get it, which is what they were trying to say in court, that her and Star Marie both knew that these things were lies. And they just continued on with these narratives because they wanted to trend and they just wanted to be viral. They just wanted the attention of social media. Hey, Dee Dee. Oh, happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. Oh, you said you're sad. Well, hopefully, I can brighten up your night a little bit. Praying for you, Dee. Whatever it is, I hope that you come through and that you have peace while you going through. Sweet Pea, it's so funny when you talk like Tasha. Girl, Cardi, you know I'm just motherfucking playing, girl. I ain't got it. I ain't got it, bitch. I ain't got $3.8 million. I ain't got it. Child. But, Star Marie, I think it's fair to say that Star Marie was the one that came out here and she was the one that started this whole thing. So I couldn't find, anything about her and Cardi B's case because I had heard rumors that, yeah, she got dropped from the lawsuit, but she actually had a private lawsuit with Cardi B, that Cardi B sued her, right? Star said on a live that Tasha wanted to pay her $2K to lie, but she only gave her lunch. So maybe that's why Tasha let Star go, because don't you think Tasha hasn't blamed Star at all? You know what I'm saying? But child, 2K, and then all you got was lunch. But I already know that Tasha paid people to do interviews. She paid them D-list celebrities, but somebody like Star wasn't gonna get a dime from Tasha K because Tasha knew she didn't really have to pay her. All she had to do was give her a promise of clout and shit like that, and a little meal, and Tasha knew she had her eating out the palm of her hands. She already knew what type of girl she was. But Tasha very much does pay her interviewees. Oh yes, trust me. They ain't coming up there. You think all those people coming up there for free? You think everybody that all these D-list people that having issues and they be trending in the blogs and all that, you think they come running down to Tasha K just to come and talk to her? Child, no, she pays those people. But anyway, so I was trying to figure out what had went on between Cardi B and Star Marie, and I could not find anything. And of course, one of my sweeties that gives me all my tea about this case, she actually pointed me in the right direction and gave me the information that I was looking for, because I really could not find it. I was like, and I had heard somebody had dropped in my DM before this when I was doing the research and told me that Star and Cardi actually had a separate situation down to the courthouse. So even though subsequently she ended up getting dropped from the lawsuit, she actually went to court. Well, now I ain't going to say went to court, but she actually was sued privately by Cardi B. So check this out. This happened in April of 2021. And it's ironic of what was actually going on. Now that we have, analyzed the case, what was actually going on in April of 2021. Y'all gonna gag when you see what was going on with Star and what was going on with this case in April of 2021. Okay. So now Star Marie was removed from the lawsuit. Okay, what date? Let me get that real quick. Let me look at my notes and I'm gonna get that. All right. Let's see. Just give me a second, guys, because I want to make sure. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So on December 7th of 2020, that was when Cardi B dropped Star Marie from the lawsuit and added Kibi Studios. Okay. Now I don't know why that was. I can only speculate. It was because she could not serve Star Marie because she couldn't find her address where she really lived, and they couldn't properly serve her with this lawsuit. Because remember, in the beginning of the video, I told you guys that Star Marie and Tasha K both listed their address as living in Georgia, Atlanta, Georgia. Star Marie had a street address and everything listed. Now, in the videos that we seen with Star Marie going live, Rant and Raven, she's actually in New York. And then she also said before that she traveled in and out of the country when she did the first live talking about Cardi B in September of 2018. So I don't think that they knew where that girl lived at. I think they had a hard time serving her with that lawsuit, which is why Cardi B just removed her and added Kibi Studios as a co-defendant, because she just really wanted to sock it to Tasha K, because Tasha just would not stop talking about her. So I don't think, yes, that's who Star was. Star was the woman that was initially on the lawsuit. She was the one that Tasha K did the interview with. She's the one that all of this is based off of. All of the statements that were made came from Star Marie's live, and then when she went to interview with Tasha K, it just got worse with the things that she was saying. And so then Tasha K would just go on and on and on about it in videos after that, just trying to trend and just trying to, get her clicks and views and make her money. So I really believe that Star Marie they weren't able to serve her. But this was in 2020 in December when she was removed from that lawsuit. Well, Cardi B privately, she wasn't letting Star Marie off the hook, because even though she was removed, she still got, sued by Cardi B. So on April 13th, to be exact, let me share this article with you guys. And the video was already 2 hours. I did not have this information at the time of the video. I just got this information today. So I couldn't add it in the video, but that's fine. So Cardi B wins lawsuit against blogger who accused her of being Now, we know that Star Marie was not no blogger, but they just put her as being that because she was with Tasha K, and did the interview and was on the live. So they just Radar Online cited her as a blogger. So the article reads, Cardi B scored a huge victory in court against the blogger who accused her of being an and having According to court documents obtained by Radar, a New York Supreme Court judge granted a motion for default judgment requested by Cardi. Back in 2019, Cardi sued the blogger Star Marie Ebony Jones for posting a video on social media that claimed she was an escort in the past and had an STD. The Up rapper served Jones with the legal documents. However, Jones decided to blow off the case and never showed up to court. As part of the default judgment, the judge ordered the blogger to remove a video posted to Instagram Live on September 13th of 2018. During the live, Jones accused Cardi of having been a and has or had ordered that defendant's statements that plaintiff had engaged in prostitution and has or had are held to be defamatory, as they are untrue and were made without justification or privilege by the defendant, the court documents read. The court said that the video entitled Exclusive, Cardi B's ex-friend alleges Cardi B kept a huge box filled with monostat and reveals more, needed to be taken off her site immediately. Further, Jones is prohibited from talking about the defamatory statements about Cardi in the future. She was given 5 days from the court order to remove the post. The blogger failed to respond to the lawsuit despite being properly served. So she was served. So they confirmed that here. So my theory, that's debunked. I guess they did have her address. She was properly served, they say. But she just decided not to show up to court. So back in 2019, Cardi sued the blogger for slander and libel. In the court documents, the rapper said defendant's conduct was extreme and outrageous, as defendants purposely published statements that she knew would cause severe emotional distress, including but not limited to stating that Cardi B had herpes, UC, and or Ali, and that the plaintiff is or was a She said the video caused her embarrassment, humiliation, mental anguish, and emotional distress and impairment to her name, character, and reputation. Cardi demanded the court take action and order the removal of the video containing the defamatory statements. In the original complaint, Cardi B asked for all profits that Star Marie made from posting the video. The judge did not award her any damages in the default judgment, but it could be determined at a later date. So Cardi wanted the money that Star Marie made off of any of, the video. Now, it's interesting that Cardi is stating that Star Marie had that posted somewhere. So I do know that in Instagram Live, once you do the live, it's gone. So I don't know if she still had it on her Instagram, if she had uploaded it or something like that. But I do know when you go live, that's gone. So, it's still on the internet. You still can find it because other people have posted it. So, see, that's the danger that comes with these defamatory situations, because other people capture this stuff and then it's never going to be wiped away from the internet. It's always going to be a digital footprint. So even though the people that did this, they are found to be at fault and the judge orders them to remove the videos from their sites, the video is out there. And other people, like we have it, even though we included it in defense of Cardi B, it's still out there. It's not erased from the public eye. So that's the downside to this whole situation. It's like no matter what Cardi B gets awarded financially, injunctions, all this stuff, she still is going to have to see this stuff. Culture might grow up to see it. Wave might grow up to see it. You know what I'm saying? So these are the things that people think about when they are being sued. I mean, when they sue somebody. And then when the public and people in the comments say, oh, well, this is you're a celebrity and you need to just suck it up. And this is what comes with the territory. No, ma'am, because I got to still deal with this shit. I got to see this. My kids got to see this. Thank you, Lily. Great show, Lily says. Thank you, guys. And I wanted to also, I just wanted to throw this out there really quickly, because when we were live earlier and we did the premiere, I had to actually step away because I was at work. So towards the end of the video, a couple people had super chatted me. I think someone had super chatted $50. Somebody else, I think, did $9.99 or $20 or something like that. So I wanted to let you guys know that I did try to comment in the chat towards the end, but I don't know if it picked it up because I saw it late. So the video was almost over. So I did try to say thank you. So I don't want y'all to think that, oh, she think I sent her $50 and she ain't even say thank you. Thank you so much. I got everybody's cash apps of people that gave me little tips, for my bagels and coffee and all that. I thank you guys for everything that you give me from the bottom of my heart. I really appreciate it. So I just wanted to share that, okay? Because I don't want nobody thinking that I'm ungrateful. They're like, girl, I gave your ass $50 and you ain't even say thank you to a bitch, okay? So thank you, okay? I did see it. Now, it just appears that Star Marie, she knew that she was wrong. It wasn't nothing that she could get up there and say to defend herself. She probably didn't want to face Cardi B because she knew all the shit that she said was a lie. I mean, imagine standing in front of somebody that you done lied about. This woman is now famous. She's a multi-millionaire. Her career now, because this is 3 years later, 2 years later, this shit happened in 2018. You now with her in court in 2021. You were going to have to see her, and she's now larger than life. I wouldn't have wanted to show up either and look at Cardi B and see all her dripping in diamonds and jewels and money and looking like a star. I wouldn't have wanted to see that shit either, knowing that I said all the things that I said and they were lies. Okay. So, She says, "Woo, okay, I didn't want you to think I did something wrong. I tend to overload with being in a lot of chats with my nosy butt. Sweet Pea is my favorite human. I fall down that rabbit hole a lot." Oh, thank you, Dee Dee. You're always welcome here, girl. Lily says, on Instagram, I post my lives. You can delete it, but most post their lives on their page. Okay. Well, honey, the judge ordered that it be removed. But I found something why, while doing the research. Now, I don't know, but I will make sure that I let somebody know about this. Hold on for a second. So, I'm sorry. I had to get Evan. He was in the bathroom trying to get the toilet paper, child. So, where was we at? Where was we at? Let me think. Where was I at? I don't remember. Child, Evan done just. Where was I at, y'all? Child, where was I at? Oh, about the Instagram lives. And that I found something. Yep, while doing my research, I knew it was going to come back to me. So while doing my research, I found something that was very interesting. It's okay. He's all right. I found something that was very interesting. Now, Tasha K was ordered to remove, she was ordered to remove the Star Marie videos and all the different little things that, the defamatory statements, the different videos that contain the defamatory statements. It was over 16 plus videos, posts, and all that she was ordered to remove. Hold on for a minute. She was ordered to remove these things, but she was ordered to remove it. And while I see on Facebook, I was like, well, I wonder if they know, because I know that they mention a lot of Instagram posts and Twitter, but they have nothing down there to that Facebook, child. And that damn, now they really didn't say anything defamatory in this clip, but why would you be still advertising Star Marie and advertising that interview if it's no longer available because it had to be removed? Look at what I found on Tasha K's Facebook. And I'm like, see, this is the sneaky shit for me. Look at this.
Down with me for about an hour to clear up what happened, why her video went viral, and she gave me some. All right, what's up, winos? How y'all doing? I told y'all, I'll be working behind the scenes, but I just got a real good exclusive here from Star Marie, okay? Now, Star Marie just sat down with me for about an hour to clear up what happened, why her video went viral, and she gave me some specifics, okay, on what happened between her and Cardi B when they lived together, okay? And in my opinion, I don't think she's lying because she was way too detailed, but there is something she wanted to clear up as far as like the rap aspect of
Yes.
And a lot of people saying that she was jealous of Cardi and she wanted to be a rapper. So I'm gonna go ahead and let her clear this up to kind of get y'all prepped for the actual interview that's to come.
Okay, well, yes, I'm naturally poetic and I do rap, but when I went to the studio, I've only been to the studio like maybe 3 or 4 times in my whole entire life. I just can't. I don't like the weed and the smoking and all that other stuff, so I quit rapping. So that's not true.
Okay, so you weren't trying to be a rapper or trying to clout chase on Cardi B,
and I don't even have time. I'm too busy out the country looking for herbs, getting my products together, working on my vegan coaching and working on my herbs and all those things. I don't have time. I really don't even have time to rap.
Okay. So she cleared it up and she cleared up a lot more other stuff. So stay tuned. All right. Star Marie on Unwind with Tasha K. All right. Now I gotta go. Bye. You. Oh, she's really sweet in person, y'all. All right. Bye.
So I was like, wow, um, she says that she didn't want to be a rapper. She didn't have time. She too busy doing her herbs and everything. But yet we watched a whole diss track and a goddamn video that she had for the diss track. So it seemed like you wanted to be a rapper to me, girl. Okay. And ain't nothing wrong with wanting to be a rapper. If you wanted to be a rapper, you wanted to be a rapper. But she said she was too busy flying in and out the country with her herbs. Okay. I'm expensive, i.e., vegan. That song was playing in my head. I'm expensive, i.e., vegan. Okay, but you not a rapper, girl. Okay. But I'm like, well, why would you still be promoting this on Facebook? But a lot of people forget that they post things on Facebook and they don't do too much housekeeping over there to Facebook. But girl, you need to remove that because that Star Marie interview is not up anymore. Okay. Now, there has been a lot of talk about, what did Star Marie do? Where's she at? What's she doing now? Well, she has a YouTube channel. And the last time she posted seems to be about, well, she has two of them. One has over 1,000 something subs, and the other one has over 400 and some, 700 and some subs. But she seems to have really just reinvented herself and really just went on with her life. Like, I think she's just not, well, you be the judge of this. She's doing a lot of Bible studies and she's doing, a lot of preaching, and she's always been into holistic health. So that part is not anything new. But this is her YouTube channel. It's titled Star Marie Jones. And like I said in the now, again, I want to issue this disclaimer really quick. This video is protected by fair use. We are using these videos and reviewing them for education and commentary purposes. So this video is protected by the Fair Use Act. All right. So we're really just not even going to really play the content. I'm just going to briefly just show you what she out here looking like. Like I said, she looks good. In my opinion, her skin is glowing. She looks like she lost a lot of weight. Looks like, you can tell she's probably eating vegan or living that type of lifestyle. But she's not on here talking about Cardi B or anything like that. But right here, she's talking about, yes, Christian women do have beauty tips to offer while Bible studying.
Hi, how y'all doing today? Welcome. So I just want to say thank y'all for coming to my page. And of course, you know what I owe y'all, since I am a beauty connoisseur and I'm gonna always be a beauty connoisseur. I'm gonna give y'all a little update. So I've been using turmeric and ginger on my skin and my hair for the last few months. Pure turmeric, pure ginger oil, pure turmeric, pure ginger oil on my skin and my hair, everything. It's giving me quite a glow. I love the results of them. And I would say this, it does burn for like 3 or 4 minutes after you put it on, but it goes away. And after about 3 weeks to 4 weeks, your skin is just like absolutely flawless.
And then she has another video, some of her other videos where she's actually, uh, where she's actually doing some preaching. And here she's talking, well, Bible study. She's talking about Jonah
Nineveh
from
to
the
repent.
Bible here.
And I believe God picked Jonah because Jonah, he had the swag that those people would be able to identify with so that they can be saved. That's what I believe. But we're gonna talk about that after I finish all 4 chapters, why I believe Jonah was chosen, my interpretation of this entire thing. So part two, here I'm in the word and I have my King James. And I'm gonna actually do a book review too, but we're gonna read through this now. So and Jonah chapter 2, if you can go get your Bibles, press pause and go to Jonah chapter 2. and we'll start with the prayer and deliverance of Jonah. Okay, so it says, now the Lord had prepared a great fish to swallow up Jonah, and Jonah was in the belly of the fish for 3 days and 3 nights. Now,
So that's basically what she got going on. She's on here and she's doing Bible study and she's doing the vegan lifestyle. And I will give anybody they props for changing and elevating, and growth, is always a good thing. So I don't have anything negative to say about that. She looks like, yep, Dion looks like she did cut her hair. Did she get her teeth done? Looks like that to me, but she just looks like she's been taking care of herself. Hey Keita. She just looks more kind of like settled, at peace. She doesn't look all over the place like she was in them random lives. She looks more alert. I don't know if she was smoking weed back then and getting high or whatever, but you can really tell that she looks, exactly, that's the word, healthy. She looks healthy. She looks well. So, I really don't have anything to say about that. Wish her well. And it's a shame that she did what she did to Cardi B and Sephora's. I'm sorry, Adriana said, did you know she admitted to lying? I've heard that a few times, that you know um she did admit to it. And she did say that, somebody in the chat said that she said that Tasha K offered her 2K to lie, and all she got was lunch or something like that. So I don't know if they concocted the whole thing or whatever. But in any event, she avoided the judgment that Tasha K is now taking on her own. And Tasha K actually thought she was going to get away with this lawsuit because of this very situation, that it was Star Marie that put the information out. You know what I mean? She kept saying that, like, I'm just a blogger reporting on it. Sue the person that really said all of the things. But you carried the torch, Tasha. Once she said and dropped that shit off, you took it and ran with it and just kept on going. Oh, I remember that. She came on YouTube at the end of last year. Yeah, it was Nick at Night. Yep. It was Nick at Night. I do remember that. But now actually that was early this year. I can't remember. Yeah, but I do remember that she did come on there. Yeah. Um And I mean, it was apparent that she was lying. Everybody knew that she was lying when she was lying. Right. So, yeah, Tasha just pushed it to the max. Period. Yep. Everybody makes mistakes. Exactly. Everybody makes mistakes, but there's room for forgiveness when it's ready to be reciprocated. And I mean, Cardi B really, she removed her, but she had intentions on still carrying a separate lawsuit against her, because even though she removed her in December of 2020, she still followed up with a lawsuit in April of 2021. And like I said, during that time, she was actually going through her summary judgment request with Tasha K in that lawsuit, right? And she actually, on the day that she went to court for Star Marie, Tasha K was recertifying her content that she had to keep giving to Cardi B and to the courts on that day. So her recertification was entered that day. And around this time, Cardi B had submitted that summary judgment to the court, stating that, I might as well just win by summary judgment, which ended up being granted later on. So, Cardi was just out here with these lawsuits. I'm left and right, child. People just, she's actually won, I would say, in my opinion, because even with the strip club thing, the way that turned out, it still turned out in her favor. She don't got felonies or anything like that. She just go on with her life. She beat the lawsuit with the whole tattoo situation, and she got this judgment from Tasha K. So Cardi B has been spanking these lawsuits. Okay. She ain't nothing to play with. She like, listen, pay me my money. Now, as far as Olga and Sadir, there's been talk about Olga and Sadir, which They are Tasha K's attorneys. And a lot of people are saying that Tasha K was duped by these people because they are not experienced in the area of defamation, and they should have never taken her case because they are criminal defense attorneys. Well, as you can see from this website, their website is Atlanta Criminal Defense Team, Sabak and Ismailova. That is Sadir Sabak and Olga Ismailova. So as you can see, Olga says on the website, I specialize in criminal defense. I have never practiced any other type of law. And honestly, I don't think I ever will. Now, that is the first opening statement on her website and on her bio. Now, when I would have saw this, I would have ran for the hills. And I would have said, well, I need to find another attorney because she just told me that she ain't never practiced any other type of law and she don't think she ever will, because that tells me that she's in love with criminal defense. Okay. So she says further, I don't think I ever will. My mom always tells me that ever since I was young, I hated seeing anyone being picked on, and I would immediately jump to their defense. Well, my, since you got older, I guess you don't think like that no more. You didn't like to see people getting picked on, so I guess Tasha K picking on Cardi B didn't count, right? She says, my disdain for bullies has turned into my passion for protecting people's rights and fighting for justice. My. She's got a disdain for bullies. Wow, how ironic. And she defended the biggest bully on YouTube. Regardless of guilt or innocence, in my opinion, each person deserves to be treated with decency and respect. Nothing is more upsetting to me than watching prosecutors take advantage of vulnerable people, which is why I believe it's my job to make sure that police and prosecutors are lawfully doing their jobs. My clients trust me because they know I am 100% on their side, and I am dedicated to getting the best possible outcome for them. My practice is to keep my clients informed of the status of their cases. I like to discuss defense strategies and get input from my clients because I want my clients to be involved in their defense and be comfortable with the way their case is being handled. I'm not the kind of attorney that does what I think is best, regardless of how my client feels. I take my job very seriously because being responsible for someone else's freedom is no joke. If you're looking for an experienced criminal defense attorney who will protect you and fight for your freedom, your search is over. I am here to help. Child. Now you're gonna get my commentary on this. I need to see what the hell Sadir is over here talking about. Now, what is Sadir? Sadir says, I am a pure criminal defense attorney, and I take great pride in that fact. Even before law school, my goal was to become one of the best criminal defense attorneys of my time. I realized that goal was achievable the very first time I stepped into a courtroom because advocating for my client gave me a true sense of purpose. Since then, my passion for helping people and defending them against the government continues to grow every day. To me, standing up for a person who is being prosecuted by the government is the most honorable act. I truly care about my clients, and I'm not afraid to let prosecutors and judges know that. My number one rule is that each person deserves to be treated with dignity and respect. And that is how I treat all of my clients. I will never make a client feel like they don't matter. My clients and I review all the evidence and discuss defense strategies together because it's important to me that my clients are well informed and involved in their defense. Having a great relationship with my clients is extremely important to me, which is why I take the time to talk to my clients and build a trusting relationship from the very beginning. My clients trust me with their lives because they know that I will do everything in my power to protect them. God damn. This sound, if this ain't a bunch of crap, but see, this is why they got along, because all three of them got the gift, the motherfucking gab. They all are liars because Sadir and Olga, they have no clue as to what they was doing. And if they are so, they love people and they care about the defense of people, and but you knew that your client was a bully. You knew that what she was doing was wrong. And y'all took this case anyway. I would have ran for the hills. But again, they are young attorneys. They wanted to build up a name for themselves. This case was against Cardi B. And that's why they took it. They said they don't know nothing about any other type of law. Nothing. Nothing about any other type of law. And they are proud of that. They're proud of that. So, I mean, Tasha, whose fault is this? Drop in the comments and let me know what y'all think. If you catch the replay, if you're in the chat right now, let me know what you think about that. Whose fault is it? Give me a 1 if it's Tasha K's fault. Give me a 2 if it's the attorney's fault. Who is at fault for Tasha K losing her case? Is it them or is it her? Should they have taken her case? Should they have just turned her down and walked away? Who's at fault here? Is it their inexperience, or is it because Tasha K shouldn't have hired them in the first place? Give me a 1 if it's her. Give me a 2 if it's them. Everybody. Her. Broken Heart says 3. I'm going to get you. Everybody said 1. All of them is involved, Dion said. Broken Heart said should have turned her down. That's what 3 was. Okay. Yeah. How does people, let me know if you feel like they should have turned her down, put a 3 in the chat. Hey, non-fadeable. Hey, Susie. If you feel like, yeah, I think that's a good one. If you feel like they should have turned her down, put a 3 in your chat. In my year chat. In my chat. Y'all know I'm working off of 2 days of no sleep. I'm delirious. Okay. This ain't gonna be a long video. I'm gonna be done soon. Child. I'm delirious, child. I've been up doing YouTube for 2 freaking days, going on this 3rd day. So a lot of people giving me 3s, feeling like it's both of them. I mean, I think I'm gonna go with 3. I think it's a little bit of everyone's fault. Tasha K is responsible for her defense. I mean, she's gonna be the one paying for it. You're responsible to do your research. You need to know all you can know about the attorneys that are going to represent. This is serious. It was a serious case, but see, that's the thing. She didn't take this shit serious. And that's what a lot of these people do on YouTube. That's what a lot of people do. They don't take things serious. That what they do, they think that YouTube is real life and it's reality, and the shit that they do on here, that you can really do that shit in the world. You know what I'm saying? And when you got to go to court, you can't come up in there acting like you at the YouTube court. There's real rules and there's real laws in place for defamation, slandering people, harassing people. You just can't go around doing these things. There's laws in place for it. So that's the thing with these situations. Thank you, fact checker. I love you guys. Thank you. This is a layered issue, and I believe more information is needed to determine whether the attorney should have taken the case or not. Well, in my opinion, when she was doing her research, because when you go to, pay for your attorney or choose your attorney, you should be doing the search and research. You shouldn't just search and say, okay, I think I'm going to just go with them. When you look at their biographies on their website, the very first sentences, they're telling you that they don't know anything about anything else other than criminal defense. They don't know anything about defamation, slander, or nothing like that. So she should have ran away from them quick, fast, and in a hurry. I don't know if somebody introduced her to these people. I don't know how she found them. But in my opinion, when she was doing her research and picking attorneys, this is the information that she should have been reading and taking into consideration. Libel, defamation, those cases are very hard to try. They're very expensive, and it's really hard, to prove defamation and slander in the first place. But Cardi B had a slam dunk case because even going through this, Tasha wouldn't stop. She continued to make videos, continued to make statements. That's another thing, the disillusion that people have about YouTube. They are so engrossed in it that it becomes their life. And they go to YouTube and tell everything. They have conversations with people on the live as though they're on the phone having a private conversation, when in reality, there are thousands of people watching you. So this information is getting out to the public. So this information is going to be used against you in court, weirdo. Don't you realize that? But they are so used to coming to YouTube and telling and everything and talking and doing all that, they don't realize that this is a public forum. So she shouldn't have been continuing to do videos. She shouldn't have been on lives with Larry Reed and Storm and people bragging about moving money around, bragging about having trust funds, bragging about I ain't got it. Oh, I ain't got shit. I moved it here, bragging about things and telling all of her moves on live. And if you see in the court case, what were they doing? They were recording all of that and they were bringing it to court and they used it against her. In every preliminary hearing, every motion hearing, everything that they submitted to the court for consideration, evidence that was used against Tasha K was her own words. Her own video. She tried her own self. They wouldn't even have needed her testimony or anybody's testimony. All they would have to do is play the videos and the attorneys just talk about what the hell was going on, and she could have still lost this lawsuit. They didn't even need Cardi B's testimony. The videos was enough on their own. You got sued in 2019, early part of 2019, from videos that you made in 2018, and still and yet they were including videos up into 2020, 2021 on this lawsuit. They were citing interviews done with Kendall on 2022, in 2022. They shouldn't even be having statements or anything to reference about this case. So she really just did all of this to herself. It's all her own fault. Just weird. So, I don't know. I'm laughing at how you said weird. That's how I feel. Tasha was helping with their case. It was hard to lose that case from Cardi's side, from what I saw. That's exactly what it is. If you want to give me tens of thousands of dollars, who am I to stop you, says Olga. And that's how you can look at it from their perspective as lawyers. That's what lawyers do, but I have seen lawyers turn people down. I've called, with the situation that I'm going through with the medical records thing, before I found the correct attorney that I needed, that was versed in HIPAA law and as well as, other things. I was calling people and they were telling me, when I would explain to them what was going on, they were telling me that they weren't qualified to handle the case, that they didn't know HIPAA, that they didn't know this, they didn't know that. And they were recommending me to people. So I just believe that Olga and Sadir were hungry. I think that they were desperate because they knew that it was Cardi B and they wanted to clout chase. Point blank. How do you got attorneys sitting around at Tasha K's birthday dinner and she got them all jumping up shouting, I ain't got it. 1, 2, 3. I ain't got it, bitch. We ain't got it, bitch. She got them up there with her saying the shit. Attorneys, professional people, come on. It speaks to their character, but they say that they advocate for victims. They don't like bullies, but they was representing a bully. Makes no sense. Very unprofessional, like so unprofessional. Like, why would you even be there? You didn't have to be there. Like, why would you be mixing business with pleasure? Why would you be at her birthday dinner? If anything, you send a gift, you send a card or something down there. You send the paralegal to go down there or something like that. But you don't sit at the table and then jump up talking about I ain't got it. When I saw that, I was like, where did she get these attorneys? But like I said, I believe once she got in with these people, they started giving her a discount or whatever. And financially, it became beneficial for her to keep them. Because if she had to went and got the proper type of attorney she needed, she was going to probably pay way more than what she paid for them. And she paid a pretty penny for them already. And again, the type of attorneys that she would have needed were attorneys that are versed in defamation, libel, slander, and intellectual property law. That is what she needed. Intellectual property, we already know what that is. It's internet, social media, stuff like that. Intellectual property. Those are the type of attorneys that handle slander and defamation cases. Not a criminal defense team. Not people that is, fighting DUIs and murders and all those things. No, ma'am. Wrong. Bang. Tasha K was literally taking care of both of their families and practices. Great lawyers would not take that case. You would not have a plastic surgeon do a heart bypass, period. Ghost Rider says, thank you, Sweet Pea. Your hard work was evident. We are in tears and stitches up in here. Thank you, Ghost Rider. My thoughts exactly. What attorneys do that? Okay. Yeah, they did that. They stood up at that table, child, and shouted, I ain't got it. Didn't she say over 600K she paid them? That's what she said on that damn live, but who can believe her? But I believe that it probably was, though, because it was over 3 years, and look what Cardi paid for her attorneys, over $1 million+ dollars. So, Tasha's attorneys being a little step below, a little step down in professional, expertise and experience level and everything. 600K sound about right. You know what I mean? They round there fighting DUIs and parking tickets and shit. They don't know nothing about criminal, any type of slander and stuff. They around there getting people out of jail for, child stealing down there at the Walmart, for having weed, for getting pulled over for a DUI, murdering somebody, gang members. You know what I'm saying? Like they're fighting with people like that. They're fighting with prosecutors and police officers and shit. Like they don't know nothing. Their language is not the internet and social media. They like, what? Even the judge told her she needed to change lawyers. I mean, I'm just saying. It was so ridiculous when I saw them at that table. I mean, look how she was. Look how Olga was in the Zoom hearing. If you look at my videos on the Zoom hearings, and child, people leaked the audio, people leaked videos of the Zoom. We have it. Going over there and watch it, child. Olga was like I mean, herpes, herpes is cold sores, you know what I'm saying, and using her hands and duh, and acting like that, child. And the judge was like, what, honey, what? Can you repeat that? Can you slow down? Can you stop talking so damn fast? And then remember, child, and this was another thing that, when I would go over these documents, right? People would troll me. The winos were just relentless. They would just troll me. And I was all along, I was right. Everything I was saying, I was accurate. They would kept saying, she don't know what she talking about. People would, I'm an attorney and I work in a legal office. And they would come in my chat, the chat and the comments, and you don't know, that's not what a summary judgment is. And I work with this person and I sit on all of the court cases, and you don't know what you're talking about. Who the hell are you? Right? And everything I was saying was right. It was accurate. Sweet Pea, it was so sad. Their behavior in court, it was so strange for attorneys. That's because they were way in over their head. They didn't know what the fuck they were. What? They didn't know what they were doing. But you guys remember, I kept telling you that they were submitting their briefs and all this shit late. They kept asking for extensions. And when the judge finally got fed up, when it came to their response to Cardi B's summary judgment, the judge gave them a warning and told them that shit better not be late. And he told them, and you better not ask for any more extensions. And what the fuck did they do? They turned the shit in late and didn't ask. Now, in the beginning, before they turned it in late, they asked for an extension anyway after they were told that they couldn't. They asked anyway. The judge told them no. And what did they do? They still turned the shit over late, and they worked on it over the weekend and thought that they were going to get away with that because it was the weekend. So true, surely he wouldn't be upset about not making it in on a Friday, not turning that brief in when it was due by Friday. He would be okay with Monday morning. Child, the judge was livid. He was hot. And he told them if he could report them to the bar, he would. And he said, as a matter of fact, I'm going to look into that. We got it on the channel. Go on and listen to it. I don't know what the title of the videos are. You would just have to go back to the beginning and you'll see it says like the court or courtroom leaked or, judge lip upset or whatever. But the judge was so irritated with them. How you get told not to turn shit in late and you still turn it in late? And in their argument, they cited why it was being late and told the judge, that just because it was late, it wouldn't have any effect and bearing on nothing. So it shouldn't matter. It's not like it's going to hinder the case or it's going to hinder anything with Cardi B and her defense. So why does it matter that it's late? That's what they basically said. And turned it in late anyway. That judge, he was pissed. Didn't Olga lose Larry's case too? Man, she's exploiting the community at this point. Basically, yeah, she lost his case too. They missed that law class. The dog ate their homework. and the thing, there were times I heard, and Lily, you can attest to this. There were times I heard the judge had to tell them and explain to them different legal, rules and jargon. And he had to explain to them different things that they were doing wrong. And he would ask him, are you sure you want to present that? Are you sure you want to do this? Are you sure you want to do that? How are you going to get this entered in as evidence? In the beginning, the preliminary, he would ask them all the time, well, how do you expect you're going to get that entered as evidence? And how do you, so with the beer bottle video, so you really want a jury to say that they don't think they think it's Cardi? Or, how would they know by looking at a video that that's Cardi? And really, he said this to them. How would they know by looking at a video? And it would seem to me that Cardi would say, is that okay, it's not her, and that's it. Like, he was really irritated. Like, how are we even here right now? How's that even evidence? Oh, you're asked the woman, she said, no, it's not her. Boom, that's it. Like, he really was lost as to what it is that Tasha K even does. He's like, and he even said that she was greedy for money and that, her behavior showed that she was greedy for money and she would stop at nothing. He said that. The judge said he was going to go home and look up how to disbar Olga. He sure did. He said he was going to, if he could report them to the bar, he would, about them being late. And then said, you know what, matter of fact, I'm going to look into how I can do that. You can tell it wasn't Cardi in that damn video. But the judge was basically saying, like, like, what is the argument going to be? Because it's simple. You look at the video, you don't know, is it Cardi or not? How can a jury determine that? Because it was a jury trial. So these are things that you would have to get the jury to say, a reasonable person would believe or not believe. So that's what the whole jury trial is for, to argue out the claims that the defendant plaintiffs are making. And then the jury is to decide, could a reasonable person believe these things that Tasha K had said? Yeah, he told them to go back to school. That's horrible. For you to be up against a major celebrity with all those powerful attorneys and you up there with the Craigslist lawyers, with the yellow page attorneys, with the ambulance chasers who are being told to go back to law school. Meanwhile, Cardi's attorneys are keying with the judge about some character, one of the Lisa or Sarah, she cited one of the cartoon characters or something, and the judge was just so thrilled by that, and they keying about that. Meanwhile, Tasha K's attorneys are being told to go back to law school. Child, make it make sense. Yeah, she got them lawyers off of Craigslist, the Yellow Pages, Angie's List. Child, we know she goes on Ask Herbie, so maybe she got them from Ask Herbie, child. I don't know. But I know damn well they were very inexperienced and they shouldn't have been going up against the lawyers that Cardi B had. They were not experienced enough. And Tasha, she kept coming up, young, fresh talent. Thank you, Lily. Young, fresh talent. I got these young lawyers. And meanwhile, they was just losing down to that courthouse left and right. But Tasha ain't know no difference. When they would prepare them briefs, see, this is the ignorance. So they would prepare these briefs. And she would read them and think, yeah, look at that. Look what they say. You see that? You see that shit right there? You see what they say with it? They wrote that shit. You only have a 9th grade education, so you think you reading that shit, it's got all these legal words and they citing cases. Meanwhile, they just throwing anything in that motherfucker. They just loading the shit up just to stop. What I used to say, something to turn in. Fuck it. We just, you know what? Fuck it. Here you go. Shit. Let me write some shit. Fuck it. When they answered to, what was it? Cardi's, I think it was the injunction. Cardi had 20 pages. They had 6. The first page was some fucking outline Olga put together. Didn't have the attorneys, didn't have what kind of brief it was, nothing. Even I used to look at her work and be like, what the fuck is this? What kind of response is this? She's just repeating shit over and over. When the injunction response was turned in, she said in the injunction that no injunction was needed. Their argument was that Cardi B needed to prove that she was suffering continued emotional distress and needed an injunction. Are you fucking kidding me? Why would she have to prove that? The proof is in the pudding. Your client has videos, ma'am, that are being submitted for evidence that are dated for last week. Hello, looks like to me she's being continued to be harassed. She don't need to prove shit. Your client's proving it for her, which is why she got the injunction. I mean, this case was a shoo-in. I always said it. I said it from the start. This was not going to be no win for Tasha K. It was a shoo-in. There was no way that Cardi was going to lose it. There was no way that Tasha K was going to win that lawsuit. I swear on my kids, I'm winning this motherfucking lawsuit. She would come up and just rant and rave and go off. And all the while, she knew it was a done deal. Now, as it pertains to the judgment and paying it, now we are really waiting with our eyes open and our mouths open, child. We are stuck like, what's going on with this? We're on the edge of our seats because Tasha K has been ordered to pay either the judgment or the supersedious bond. And they are both in the amount of the judgment for $3.8 million. And she needs to do this like right now. So if she's not going to pay the supersedious bond, the court said, well, then you don't get a stay. You don't get a stay and you need to pay the money. Now, if you're going to pay the bond, then we will issue the stay of the judgment and you don't have to pay the judgment until you hear whether your appeal was accepted or not. But it doesn't matter. That's $3.8 million. So you're paying the judgment either way because it's not like they lowered the bond. So the court said to Tasha K and her team, now because she's arrogant and she's, I don't know what they doing down there. August should have already submitted with their request for a stay. She should have already submitted information financially showing that there's a hardship and Tasha K can't afford to pay it. Because that's exactly what the court came back and said. And what did I tell y'all? I told y'all that shit. I said that Tasha's going to have to prove that she needs either a percentage or some type of payment plan. They're going to want to know her income and reason for hardship. Other than that, they're going to make her pay it all. Did not say that. I've been telling y'all all along how this was going to go. Play for play, motion by motion. I've been telling y'all. And what they come back and say, well, if you don't want to pay this amount, then you got to let us know why. If you can't afford to pay those millions, we need to see your finances to see what kind of payment plan you need and why. Now, if you can show that you went over there and you took $800,000 and you put it in the African bank, they're going to say, well, ma'am, where's all the other money? So this is a big old mess that this woman got herself in. And how stupid she must feel. Like, okay, Cardi B asked you. Now, when we went over this in part 2, and we went over this too in part 2, we showed with the damn legal paperwork that Cardi B had issued a retraction request, cease and desist prior to sending the lawsuit, right? And even while she was in the lawsuit with Tasha K, she asked her to take the videos down, sent a retraction letter, and still was trying to work it out with Tasha K. I told y'all this too. I said she would still, even while in this lawsuit, Tasha could save herself by just admitting she's wrong, taking the videos down, and this will go away. Didn't I tell y'all that? And what did you find out? That Tasha K got another retraction request from Cardi B during this lawsuit, asking her to take the videos down and retract the statements. She was still trying to work shit out. So, I mean, how stupid Tasha K must feel that she turned all that down just to have to keep the videos down, be liable, pay $3.8 million, and cannot talk about Cardi B as it pertains to those statements. And now you got a gag order on you. All of this could have been avoided. All she asked you to do was take the videos down. And you still had to end up taking them down. And now you got to pay money on top of it. This is because she was stuck in YouTube land, thinking that she was the king of YouTube. Oh, I'm sorry, the queen. I'm thinking Boosie K. I'm sorry, I've seen that comment today. She thought she was the queen of YouTube. And I keep telling people, YouTube is not the courts. The YouTube court is not the same as real life court. Those rules that apply over here don't apply over there. You can't take this shit over to the real court and think they give a damn about what your status is on YouTube. They don't give a damn. I'm motherfucking Tasha K. I'm Tasha K. They don't give a damn who you are. Girl, take the motherfucking videos down and pay the girl her money. They really don't care about that. That's what I keep saying, with the situation I'm going through. This person thinks the same thing, that they're going to run up in there talking about some YouTube shit. Ma'am, why are you harassing this woman? That's all they care about. Man, we don't give a damn about what she doing on YouTube and what you do. We want to know why you're harassing her, why you put her information up, why you do the things you do. These people don't want to be held accountable. You can't just be going out doing all this shit to people, slandering them, harassing them, and for clicks and views, likes and shares, and think that it's okay. I mean, shit, YouTube don't want to do shit about it. So we got to take the shit to the courts. YouTube got these damn guidelines in place. They want to strike a person's video for copyright infringement. They are so quick to do that. But when you're being harassed and cyberbullied, they don't know shit about that. They continue to just let people do it. No matter how much the pages are reported, the statements are reported, no matter how much you send emails to their customer service teams, this shit goes unanswered, which is why Cardi B's garnishment request to Google and YouTube hasn't been responded to. She got legal paperwork she didn't send to YouTube. They still haven't responded to her. She's asking them, I need my money. Any monies that you're going to be giving her, we need you to hold that. Now, I heard that YouTube, even though they did not respond publicly, we don't know or whatever, but I heard that somebody said that Google was saying that Tasha K wasn't going to be getting any money from them no time soon. Now, I know over the next 1,085 days, that's what is stated on the garnishment request. They have that amount of time to pay Cardi B that money. So this is just a hot ass mess on Tasha K's behalf when all she had to do was take down the videos. So anybody out there that's a blogger that does stuff on YouTube, I'm going to encourage you today that if you ever do a story and somebody wants you to retract it, just take the videos down. I've already been in that situation, like I said, with one of Jen, the Stephen Gordon attorney, Jen Huff, the attorney that was working with Tyrone Blackburn. I was threatened by him. He threatened a lawsuit against me for statements that I made and did a video about the whole goddamn shit where he was fired for, some rumors or whatever. But that information was in the court docket. It was emails between Tyrone and Judd and all of that. And Tyrone stated these things. I simply repeated them and showed my audience what was going on. So, him and I, we went back and forth. He threatened me with a lawsuit. And I basically just told him, listen, you can't threaten me because I protected myself. And I didn't say anything that was not already in the freaking docket. It was public information. I just reported it. So if you go through that, child, just take the videos down. Even though it only had 2,000 views, I told him if it's that important to you and if it means that much to you, you're saying that it's going to affect your person and affect your ability to secure work and all this shit he was saying to me. I took the video down, honey. It's not that deep, boo. I took the video down. This shit's over a year old. That video ain't make me no money. Down, off with its head. You can have it. I deleted it. I didn't even put it on private or nothing. It's gone. I don't need the damn video. Exactly. Don't be a transrena. Take it down. Storm said Corey can have this story. I'm not going to be Tasha K. Okay? Like, it's not a big deal. We'll take it down because in the long run, we will lose money, revenue. You could end up losing your channel, all of these things. That's your livelihood. I know I'm striving to get to the level where Storm and all them is at, honey. Storm and Armand and all them getting them 10K, 20K checks. You know what I'm saying? I'm up there in the little 1,000 or whatever, but I'm trying to get up there 10K. I need my donations, my super chats and super stickers, and I need my cash apps. I need all that to start going up. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I'm at with it. And anything that I got going on is not worth losing over some little petty ass videos. Y'all can have it. I can go and make other content. You feel me? Like I can come up with something else that might go viral. I don't deal with the lies. That's the whole reason why I deal in receipts. And when I started my channel with and started doing these type of videos, I said I'm going to always have a receipt to back up what I'm saying, even if it's an article or a clip from something. I'm going to have receipts. I'm not going to get out here and just say my sources. People told me. Now, if I do say that, I'm going to show what they gave me. I'm going to ask them, I need a receipt. You feel me? Exactly. Yeah, we want to be up and keep it moving, not up and stuck. Okay? Because people don't realize you can lose your channel for these type of things. Now, even though YouTube don't do it on their own, like I said, it seemed like they don't freaking care about you being cyber stalked and bullied. Now, when it's extreme, sometimes they'll do it on their own. But for the most part, you got to run and chase them down. Okay? And now when you get these verdicts and court rulings and all this, and you submit that paperwork to YouTube legal department, they're going to be on your ass. Like once they really review that and get that shit going, you might lose your platform. And that's monetization. That's everything gone. Can you imagine being somebody at Tasha's level, Storm's level, and losing your channel behind an interview? Not losing the videos, the channel. Like, I'm not doing that. No, ma'am. I'm not doing that. So, like I said, if you're a person that does blogging, content, whatever, take the shit down. If somebody doesn't want that video up and they threaten to sue you, don't go head to head with them. It's not that deep. You also want to be known to have integrity. People will always check for you as long as you're being truthful. Exactly. Yeah, YouTube don't follow their own policy. Absolutely not. They don't. Aw, we rock with you hard, Sweet Pea. You're going to get there in no time. Thank you, Empress Nandy. And thank you to all of the sweeties and sweetums for showing love and hitting that like button. Let's keep it going and let's get this live to 100 likes. Thank you, guys. And y'all give my moderator, it's Nikki, not Nikki, give her flowers. Please drop some flowers in the chat for it's Nikki, not Nikki, my moderator. She does a great job of keeping everybody together in the chat, honey. She will boot you out, but she also lets you speak your mind, even if it's not always what we want to hear, what we want to see, even if it doesn't align with my views. She lets you speak your mind. So please drop her some flowers in the chat and show her your appreciation. She's the only moderator on this channel, and she handles hundreds of people in the chat all by herself. So we love her. People, when they don't see Nikki, honey, they be like, where Nikki at, Sweet Pea? Where Nikki? I be like, child, Nikki with her man. Okay, she chilling. And she's really got y'all, kind of like used to being here and know what we do over here. So when she's not here, the chat don't even be off the chain. Like we be chilling. It's very mature over here. We have audience that comes to hear the content and they're respectful and they leave. You know what I'm saying? It's not a whole bunch of madness in the chat. So even if she's not here, the chat is very well behaved. Nikki, I did want to let you know that. When you're not here, honey, they still be acting good. So that's why I don't get all in the, oh my God, where Nikki? Because sometimes she doesn't get the notifications. And then sometimes she's busy. So we love Nikki. Thank you. Give her flowers. That's right, Nikki. That's my boo. I have to type flowers because I'm on this app and I'm on the computer. So I don't know if I can put a flower. I have to just type flowers. We love you, Nikki. We love you, girl. Della says, poor Olga, though, what does she really have to work with considering all the evidence against Tasha? That's true. And Tasha never had no evidence to support her claims. Let's be real. And you see, yes, April says, we respect you and Nikki. Thank you. She said, I got a man now, y'all. I got some man. She really didn't show them no evidence. I mean, with the whole freaking Schemo thing, we have an interview with Schemo on the channel too. Go check that out. There's a lot of you guys here that are new and you don't see all of our videos. Now, if you don't know how to do that, YouTube is really strange. They don't, when you go on the page, you will see videos, but if you don't see all of my videos unless you go up to the tabs and click on videos. That way, all the videos can drop down in order of date that they were published. So if you go all the way back, maybe about almost a year ago, we interviewed Schemo, and Schemo gave us some tea on this whole case and what was said about him and his thoughts on Tasha K. So go look at that interview. You'll find that very entertaining. Schemo is a good guy. Sometimes he comes through. He be in the chat. He'll show his love and everything, and he cannot stand Tasha K. Okay, he fights for Cardi. Cardi is his girl. Him and Cardi grew up together, and he has mad love for Cardi. So he's a friend of the show, and Tasha K lied on him and basically used him and Cardi's past. Yes, it's on my channel, Dee. Yep. Go down to the maybe like a year ago. And his name is in the title, so you'll see it, interview with Schemo or something like that. But you know, Tasha K tried to use Cardi B in his past as the whole gang member thing, thinking that if they say, oh, they were a member of the gang, and people understand that people have past. They did things when they were kids. That doesn't mean that they're still doing that. But see, again, the warped mind of Tasha K thinks that you can just say this and people are supposed to be like, oh, wow, yeah. They don't care. That is no evidence. That doesn't mean that they harassed you or they assaulted you because the man was in the gang when he was 16. She's trying to say, oh, they assaulted me. Assault doesn't have to mean that they physically touch you. It can mean that they intend to do harm. And Cardi was the one gave the orders and all this. And she cited that she was harassed because her fans were coming to her chat and her comments and saying things in her DMs and on her Instagram and Twitter. And the fans were trolling her. So that was the assault. That was being ordered by Cardi B. And then her and Schemo, they were in the DMs talking about Tasha. Well, the court said, well, let me look at those damn DMs. And they looked at the DMs between Cardi B and Schemo, and they said they didn't find anything that showed that they were going to assault you or they were going to do anything to you or that Cardi ordered him to do anything to you. So that was why her counterclaim was thrown out, because she didn't show any proof of anything, any proof of being assaulted, any proof of, emotional distress. They said, well, yeah, you say you're pregnant, and while we understand that you had a high-risk pregnancy, you still didn't show how she caused you emotional distress. Like, I would have been so embarrassed if I was Tasha K. And then even through all that, you still sat your ass up there on that witness stand and told them fucking people that they was going to have to make your ass shut up. You mean to tell me that you're going to have to be given a gag order for you to stop talking about my client? Yes, ma'am. Absolutely. That's what she should have said. Absolutely, bitch. Absolutely. And then Shaq gets up, toxins. We don't know anything about the toxins. I don't know nothing. I just edit the videos. I do nothing. I edit the videos. I don't know nothing that she's doing. I know nothing about the emails. He got up there and just threw her ass under the bus. What people let fall by the wayside think it's cool. This white woman Cardi is always in beef with black women. I have videos about her on the live addressing this whole white black thing. And it really puzzles me that black people always want to cite this they're picking on black people thing when black people are the first ones to pick on each other. I don't get that. I don't know why people want to, like, it's just this rite of passage that because she's black, she gets a pass, that she gets to drag Cardi B and make up lies about her. What does that have to do with the defamation? I don't understand that. What they got to do? Okay, let's just entertain this argument that Cardi is a white woman and she don't like black women. All right, let's entertain that. So let's just say that's true. She don't. She don't like her because she's black. What the hell does that have to do? And again, yeah, well, some people feel like Dominicans, Hispanics and stuff that, that's white. And I always say that's black and brown. When we say black and brown, when our brown sisters and brothers are Mexicans, Spanish, Dominicans, Puerto Ricans, all of that, that's what the brown of the black and brown means. But my whole thing is, what does any of that shit have to do with the defamatory statements, the fact that Tasha K came up here and knowingly told lies? Do you guys not get that? The people that stand for this shit? Do you not understand what she really did? Tasha K lied for clicks and views. She even was found in court to be lying because they said that when she was talking to Lovely T on the phone, she knew that they were lying. She says all these strippers lie. She just wanted to go viral. Then she knew before she published the interview that Lovely T was going to submit her video to YouTube that was going to debunk Star Marie's claims. And so Tasha K put her video out ahead of time so to get in front of that video. So all of this is Tasha K's quest to go viral. That's all she wanted to do. So she wanted to go viral with lies. So I don't understand what the whole black white thing, what does that have to do with anything? So because we're black now, we're supposed to excuse the wrong that people do because they're black. But still and yet, we will drag each other, kill each other, but then want to say, why are they doing this to this black woman? She black. Huh? Make it make sense. You got to be like that with everything. If you want to have this, camaraderie with black women, you got to be like that all the time, not just when it suits you. Cardi B being Dominican, being Hispanic in heritage, they go through racism as well. She has a whole live where she talks about the racism that her family experienced in life. So I think people just want to use this as an excuse, not to hold Tasha K accountable. When you care about someone and you want to see their success, you don't allow them to be reckless. You tell them when they're wrong. That's what black people got to stop doing that. Because they're black, they can get away with it. You want to excuse their behavior. That makes us look bad. Tasha K representing the black woman went in that courtroom and acted like this is what we all do on YouTube. This is what the black sector, the T sector, the celebrity guys, this is what we do. We get up here and we lie, we scream, we cuss, we all uncouth on camera. Then when you go look at the white YouTubers, they on there, you know what I mean? Now they got their little shit with them too, but for the most part, they're not doing this shit. We've got to stop always pulling that race card. And yes, I'm black, I'm just light skinned, but 75% sub-Saharan African. I see you, girl. We see that red bone in you. But I'm just so sick of that. And then it's the same thing when they try to say that she does witchcraft and she does practice the Santeria. She said in the video that I put on part 2 that she believes in Jesus Christ. But people will act like they didn't hear that and say she practices Santeria. She's a witch. She does witchcraft. She just don't want to tell y'all. Didn't even, that's not what she said. She just told you that she believes in Jesus Christ. She doesn't practice witchcraft. She don't practice Santa. Nah, I don't believe that. It's like, okay. She's damned if she do and she's damned if she don't, so that some black women would destroy you if she had a chance to do it. That same black woman would destroy you if she had a chance to do it. Then throw protect black women. Exactly. And my whole thing is, when you love somebody or you care about them and you want to see them, you hold them accountable and you tell them when they're wrong. You call them out on their shit. How they going to get better? You don't just excuse behavior. That doesn't mean you don't like her and you can't still support Tasha K. Your winos and all these people, and your husband should have pulled your ass away from this. They should have saved you from yourself. But then you said that your husband actually, y'all had took them damn videos down. See, when Tasha received that cease and desist, and then when she received that goddamn lawsuit on March 28th and 23rd or whenever it was, no, March 23rd, I think, or 26th, whatever it was, she received the lawsuit. Shaq was somewhere in the Dominican Republic. Who the hell he was over there with? He's from Africa, not Dominican Republic. So he was somewhere on vacation chilling with what, a side piece or something? What the hell was he doing over there? But anyway, he was over in the Dominican Republic and she took the videos down and he called wind of it and said, what the hell are you doing? Put that shit back up. We're going to go through with the lawsuit. I support you. So whose fault is this? Is it Shaq's fault? Is it Shaq's fault that you're in this trouble? He told you to put the videos back up because you took it down and then put it right back up the next day. So whose fault? I mean, is that Shaq's fault? But Tasha K got up there and embarrassed black women. Let's talk about that. How she looked in front of these white folk, the good old white folk. Since we want to have this black-white conversation, she got up there and embarrassed us and made us look like fools. This is what, but they say, oh, that's what they do. That's what they do to each other. That's how they talk to each other. They understand that communication. They're violent with each other. They address each other like that. They used to watching us destroy ourselves. So I don't want to hear that. Oh, she's not black. And Tasha K's a black woman. I don't give a damn. That doesn't excuse her from bullshit. I don't care if she's a black woman. She still got to go through the same shit I got to go through. She got to go through the same thing on YouTube, stick to the same goddamn rules and regulations. She's not no higher than anybody else. She on the same playing field as all of us. I keep telling y'all that. Y'all got this woman like she's some kind of celebrity larger than life on YouTube. It's just a YouTube channel. She's just getting a check from Google like all of us. She don't get a pass and get to treat people like shit and lie and defame people because she's got 1 million subscribers. No. So, and the black thing, Tasha K, yes, absolutely. Yeah, Trashy tried to destroy several black women. She's always teased the handicapped baby. I mean, remember when she tried to tarnish Aaliyah's legacy with them white women she had on her channel? Look how she did Wendy. She wanted to be the first to put out Sharina had the baby and all this stuff. She always in black people, black women, trying to destroy their lives, trying to air out all their business and expose them. And see, I try to be sympathetic to a lot of things on YouTube because now that I'm out here in these streets, I go through the trolling and the doxing, and people are doing this stuff to me as well. So I try to say, people say, well, See, you do videos on Tasha K. So how do you feel now that it's being done to you? It's a whole different ballgame. The stuff that's being done to me, I would never do to Tasha K. I would never dox her. I would never, get into her personal life and come up here and say, y'all, she do this and in the privacy of her home, her husband, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't go digging and looking for things. Now, if it's shit that's already being talked about on social media, it's fair game. Okay, you understand that? Like with the whole thing with the black, t-shirt. We made fun of that. That was because someone else had already put that out there. Storm had put that out there. So we were kikiing about it. But I would never intentionally go digging for her personal business. I would never go try to find out what her and her husband do in the bedroom. I would never do that. I keep telling y'all the only thing we're going to talk about her is this lawsuit. I would never go digging. I mean, she also teased Sweet Ma's handicap. Yeah, she did, and tried to destroy Sweet Ma. I remember that. She sure did. And and that's another thing. Tasha K, why are you always slumming in the slums with the smaller YouTubers? That's just a figure of speech. You have all of these subscribers. You've got 1 million plus. But still, and yet you know everything that goes on in these YouTube streets. You are everywhere. That's why you will never get ahead. You will never be larger than life. You will never be like the Pootie Pies and the James Charles or any of those people, because you can't pull yourself from the mess. You like the mess. You like being in the thick of it. You like dealing with the running the plays and concocting shit and being devious behind the scenes. You get off on all that type of shit. So you'll never grow and never advance to the level of a James Charles or, like I said, Pootie Pie or, you know what I'm saying, Jeffree Star or any of the true crime people over there, Kendall Ray and all of them, Babes, what is her? Babes Loves, what it B Loves Life, whatever it is, the one B Loves Life or whatever, the one that does the mukbangs. You'll never be on their level because you can't get out of the mess. You want to be controlling shit and being the one that people got to come to try to do some devious shit. And you want to try to strike people's channels on the back end and mess with people's analytics and throw them out the algorithm, doing sneaky shit, trying to mess with people's channels, getting smaller YouTubers to troll other YouTubers that are doing stories about you. Like I have people come drop down. I had this one girl come drop down, call herself trying to drag me, didn't think I knew who she was and that I knew she was a minion. Child didn't even respond to her. I just blocked her and kept it moving. You don't think I know that you get with these other YouTubers and try to have them doing stories on me, trying to have, I wouldn't be surprised if you weren't behind all the shit I'm going through now, because you do have a history with that person. But you'll never get me off YouTube. You will never chase me off of YouTube. You got all these other people scared of your ass, but I'm not scared of anything about you because I have a voice that will not be shut up because I'm telling the truth. You tried it. You tried it with that summary judgment, saying that I was putting up fake paperwork. Well, what the fuck you got to say now? What y'all winos got to say now? I never see any winos in the chat trolling me no more. Where are the winos? Remember I said that before? Y'all came running in here. You called for us. Where the winos at now? I dare a wino to speak that bullshit now. What's all that shit y'all was talking before? That it was fake paperwork. I didn't know what I was talking about. Tasha K was winning the lawsuit. Look at your queen now. She has to pay $3.8 million. The one you was trolling me for, calling me names. Remember that? I had to lock the comments down because they was dragging me so hard. I had makeshift attorneys and paralegals in the damn comment section trying to tell me I didn't know what I was talking about. Well, where y'all at now? You sent for us and you called for us and we here. Where are you at now? I dare you to drop down and try to go at me now about that shit. Now that we see that she was losing, like I said. She lost the summary judgment, like I said. And she lost the lawsuit, like I said. I had said, whether it was that day, whether it was a week from then, 3 months, a year, Tasha K lost that lawsuit and the paperwork will be signed. And what did y'all say? Tasha K even went on the Wino Gang backup and said, who's this goddamn Sweet Pea Diaries? She don't know what she's talking about. I was on people panels. She would troll me in the chat. Where you at now? Like I said, you know she's everywhere. But she'll never drop down in my chat. She goes everywhere else on these smaller places. Wiley's and all these other places. She be down in people's chats and doing all this shit. She ain't never brought her ass over here. She stay in the bushes. She know better. She knows she can't contend. She can't contend. She know I will eat her ass alive when it comes to this lawsuit. She will resort to dragging me about my looks or dragging me about my money or dragging me about my life or trying to do anything like that. That's what she would resort to. She would try to go low because education-wise, she wouldn't, intellectual-wise, she wouldn't be able to hang. She don't even know how to explain her own lawsuit. It's the appellate court for me. What's appellate court? Well, you know, it's at the appellate court. You know, we got things in place for things like this. You know, always talking like the big stepper. Always putting on the fraud and the facade, like she the big, you know, the queen on top of the world. She the YouTube queen. Just lying. It's just always a bunch of cap. Just like she said on that, like I pointed out in my video. She told them people back in 2018 in December, that goddamn lawsuit hadn't even been filed yet. And she told people that she was waiting on the attorneys to give the medical records. What? And I bet you them winos was flipping in that goddamn comments. I bet you they was, that's right, Tasha. Yo, we getting them, but where the records? Where the records? Give us the records. Where the medical records? And here it is. There was no lawsuit or anything. Why the hell would an attorney be giving any YouTuber records? Yeah, Tasha, get the records. She got that shit. You got the records. Tasha thought that they was going to give her them records and she was going to come up here and she was going to flaunt that paperwork on YouTube. They shut that shit down. But it's just the lies. That's what she was doing this whole time. Just lying about all of it. When she seen me come around, honey, with that paper, she said, how the fuck she get that? Well, how she know about that summary judgment? See, at the time, wasn't nobody using Pacer. See, I was the first person that came out with them Pacer shows and shit. I brought that shit to YouTube, and I know I did. Can't nobody tell me different. Nobody was using Pacer and showing court documents. They just wasn't doing shows like that. They wasn't explaining and reading court documents. They was using TMZ, what they would report and what other gossip sites would report. They were not going and getting the documents themselves and reading them. They just weren't. And when she seen me get where the fuck she get that? Where the fuck did she get that summary judgment, bitch? Oh my God, Cardi B then gave her that summary judgment. She thought Cardi gave it to me. Girl, no. Now everybody and their mama got court documents. Everybody and their mama want to pull the court records and do the shows now. But you know, hey, I'm glad I could start a trend. That makes me feel good. I don't know what that means. JIATL. I don't know what that means. She rather live in shit than let the world see her shovel in them golden shoes. Y'all know her and Chelsea lurking in the chat. You know they do. They be in my chat, but they'll never drop down because they know that they cannot. They can't fuck with me when it comes to these court records and the documents. They can't. Hey Chantel, my member. It's the Cardi took the bottle from the pedestrians for me. Tasha got some damn. She got. Oh, I thought you were gonna say she got some nerve. Tasha's so goddamn dumb. She didn't know that people are called patriots. But my whole thing is that woman, it clearly wasn't Cardi B. Cardi said it wasn't her. So why would you continue to make the videos? Like, again, that was what the judge said. She said it wasn't her. Boom, that's it. Exactly. You getting the court records is why I trust you. Thank you so much. Like, I wasn't going to just come out here and be saying, like, oh, this is what it was. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I need proof. And that's how I roll. I want my channel to be known as the receipts and integrity. You can trust my receipts. I'm not going to just get information from a person and don't have nothing to back it up. So that's what we do. All right, so I'm getting ready to go, you guys. I wasn't even supposed to be up here this long, but that's how y'all do me. We start talking and then it's just be a whole key, right? So thank you for your support of part 2, Tasha K. Cardi B documentary. That's it with this series. We're done. We basically covered all we can cover. So now we are just waiting to see what happens with this appeal, what happens with the stay, the judgment. Will Tasha K pay? And everybody's asking, well, you know, does she have to pay? What if she doesn't pay? To be honest with you, I have no idea, y'all. She got to pay the lawsuit, right? She's ordered by the court to pay it. But if she don't got the money and if she don't give it to them, what can they do? Lock her up? I have no idea. I don't know if because it's a civil thing, whether they can lock her up if she doesn't pay. I don't know. So I'm sitting here waiting like all of you guys. I've done the research. I've looked around to see what can happen. And it's really just a bunch of, we got to wait and see. You know what I mean? It points to she's supposed to pay. But it never really discusses or says anything on these sites about what if she doesn't and how long she got and, you know, how do they make her pay? Like, will they put her in jail? You know, it really doesn't say all that. It just talks about garnishment. It just talks about, you know, the writs of garnishment and all these paperworks, the stays and everything that they have done in this case. But we all know that she's, you know, she has moved money and the court told her not to do that. And you see how we actually discussed that in part 2 as well, because Tasha's Cardi's attorneys stated that, you know, she was purposely moving money. She was admitting to not paying, you know, so it's not like the court is not aware. The judge had told her that if she moved money, she would be in trouble. So I really don't know, you know, what it is that they're going to do about all of this. I really don't know. So I'm watching and waiting just like you guys, right? So y'all drop in the comments if you're catching the replay. Let me know what you think about all of this. Again, thank you guys for your support. Make sure you like the video, share the video, but most importantly, be sure to subscribe to the channel, and I will catch you guys on the next video. And yes, the next video will be part 2 of the Ming and Nicki Minaj discussion, because I was sent a photo that I think everybody is going to find, you know, interesting. A lot of people have seen it already, but it brings up a discussion about the fathers and Nicki's, you know, background and all this. So we'll be doing part 2, hopefully maybe tomorrow night. I want to try to get one more video up into the algorithm. So maybe hopefully for the month. I'm hoping that I can squeeze one in, but I think this one might be my last one. But if not, I'm still going to do the video tomorrow or Thursday. Okay? So just be on the lookout for it. Make sure you're subscribed. Make sure your notifications are on so that you know when we go live and when we upload videos. Happy Halloween. Bye, y'all.